Good afternoon. This is my literature review project presentation. I hope you're well. My name is Peter Arnold. I'm a sport management major. And my presentation and project was on why providing more care and ensuring positive mental health among student athletes is necessary. So a bit of background information as to why I chose this topic. Recently I've read a lot about males and student athletes who are struggling for support with mental health. Also, recently I had a shoulder injury where I struggled to find motivation, and I'm also extremely nervous right now for when I first go back on the pitch. And also the fact that I've come to America as a student athlete has made me realise the struggles that student athletes face with balancing schoolwork with athletics, as it is extremely demanding.
So moving on to the summary of what my articles found, one of the first topics that came up in pretty much all of my articles was that further research is imperative. Common suggestion that more research needs to be done. So Article 2 suggested that studies are conducted over multiple years. Article 3 wanted specific sports, further research, so like why football might be more stressful than tennis. Article 5 concluded regular evaluation and investment needed on the student population. Another topic was encouraging exercise. So exercise is seen as a stress reliever. Article 4 showed how it increases self-confidence and attitude, and it's also cost effective and low equipment, which helps students. Article 2 stated that the benefits are so great that the youth need to be encouraged to participate, even if it's at a recreational level. Athletic trainers was another topic discussed a lot in several articles. So Article 5 discussed the lack of uniformity, as there should be qualified health and mental health worker in an athletic department. Article 3 also talks about the athletic department and how there's no difference in seeking help between students and student athletes, which probably could be due to the openness of coaches in athletic departments now, and also popular culture among modern day athletes to open up about their mental health issues. Finally, gender was an overarching theme. Article 3 suggested something interesting as it advocated for special attention on normalising males having health problems, because I think males often see if they open up about themselves, it could be a sign of decrease in masculinity. And Article 2 also showed that gender needs to be looked at differently, as a big difference between men and women is what they found. So I enjoyed all articles, but the one that I enjoyed the most probably be Article 5, which was based on athletic trainers. It really interested me because it just showed you what was available within Division 1 colleges for students to support and have help for their mental health problems. And to be honest, it really highlighted the fact that there's not enough care provided, and it supported my title and hypothesis of what I thought would be the case, because half noted that better care would be provided if it was on site, for example, in the athletic trainers room. Half the participants didn't have them in the athletic department, which shouldn't be the case really for Division 1. If you think about it, if you've got like teams like Michigan football, or even where you went to Indiana, it's sort of 50. They're playing in front of like 50,000 fans. They've got to have someone that they can go to for support and help. A valid point was actually made in that article as well, how athletic trainers spend so much time with athletes that they might be the first to recognise mental health problems. So they might see that someone gets really, really nervous before games, or someone's depressed because they're not in the starting lineup, and they can communicate that to the psychologists. So the communication between the two need to be improved, definitely.
So finally, what I learned that I can apply to a future job. For me personally, I want to be a college coach for soccer, a goalkeeper coach potentially, and then go from there and manage at the highest level possible. Um, so if I was a college coach, I'd definitely make sure that all my athletes have someone on site that's an expert they can see, like a psychologist, because I now know that mental health is such a big problem. Be open to my athletes so that they can feel that they can come and talk to me, talk to me about any problems they have. I feel that's really important for a coach. I learned that from the articles as well. And I'd emphasise definitely everything that I'd learned from doing this to them. Like, I'd educate them definitely that opening up about your feelings and your health is something that is important, and everyone needs to do it, and even the professionals do it. It doesn't make you less of a man, and you need to practice your stresses, whatever they are, if it's listening to music, if it's going on a walk and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it. That basically concludes my presentation. I hope you're well. I'm sorry if this was boring. I couldn't think of any ways to spice it up. I'm not very good at editing and stuff. So.